been said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the ACC, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. The ball bounces through the end zone and it will be a touchback. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Williams will pass. Takes the easy one to the back. Powers through the defender. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Evans. Turning it on. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12.
I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football, the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll run it from the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Husky.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Dropping back, it's Moss. Makes the catch, it's Lacy. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Breaks the tackle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Bill, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shough did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Makes the grab. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Makes a catch at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quarterback keeper. Gets it past the marker. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and the running game getting the job done. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game.
Wide open spaces. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Give to Brown. Bringing it back. Creates a little space. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Louisville. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the tailback. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Williams will pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He fires to the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the big fella. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
On the ground, it's Coleman. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Tigers fans there today could have done without this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Power football with the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And winning first down is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to the back.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Quick release by the QB. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for the loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Moss. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
29 Philly, 2-9
Pulls and fires complete to the right. There he goes! He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Washington sends out the punt team. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Moss. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it here.
The sure hands, it's Evans. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Washington wants to go quickly. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Brown has it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Oh, a lot of space. At the 30. He's at the 10. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Moss. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Cardinals will call on their punt team.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll send the back in motion. Calls his own number. Creates a little room. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Might as well give it to him again. He's loose. Got enough space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husky. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Moss. Rushes on him. And down he goes back at the 3.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
From the gun on third down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Snags it over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Give to the running back. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Finds a man on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Great job by the defense that time, bowling up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run. And they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the toss to the left. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. They feed him again. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Quick completion on the out.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close.
Washington, 24. Louisville, 14.
They go back to work in the final period of this one.
42 spots ready.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just...
There he goes to the right. There we go. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Moss. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down in the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Pressure coming, and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He fires one deep over the middle. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be. And they've looked explosive today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Moss. Using the quick game. Drills him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air on 1st down. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Cardinals have pushed it inside the 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Under fire. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Steps away to find some room. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw, it's Moss. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's a good start for this offense, but it's got to be all gas. We've got to be fast. We can't guarantee ourselves we're going to score 2 two-point conversions after we get these.
Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
It's a seam wide open. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here right now.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A designed run for the quarterback. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams will pass. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Brown. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Base to grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
To the air, it's Moss. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, man, We've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
He's taking the shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
That's a really good play. That's a ball. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football on the deflection.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They boot it away on 4th down. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw it.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
The sure hands, it's Lacy. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Hand off from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Williams looking for a man. Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unleashes one. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Taking it the other way.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss.